with your pre-market show for the day. Today is 4/11. It is 3:15. And as we look at the pre-market chart, we can see they're up to their same fucking antics. For some reason, we have gapped down to 1765 so far in the pre-market. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line here. This was the closing the day before, Friday, okay? And this is the gap down we're experiencing now. Jesus. All right, so that's just the way it is. We know what to expect with AMC. All right, so far we got 6 people on board. What's going on, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor. I'm doing my research today. A couple of topics that I'm going to want to talk about is number one, the town hall meeting. We're having some issues, and I'm going to talk to everybody about it just as soon as everybody starts filing in and get comfortable, get you something to drink. I'm over here right now trying to get everything set up on YouTube while we wait on everybody. And then it'll be Facebook to make sure that we're broadcasting over there. And so everything looks good now for that. All right, what's up? I see 10 people. Oh, no wonder I don't see no chats. Where's my people in the chats? Who's here? Let me see your names. Say hello. What's going on? Drinking coffee. I want y'all to know I'm on my second pot and it's almost empty. I'm fixing to have to start another one. But we're just chilling this morning, doing our research, doing a study on margin call. What exactly that is. A lot of people, you got into AMC, you're not really sure what's going on. You're confused. You're wondering why haven't they been margin called yet? Why haven't the shorts had to cover yet? I see y'all coming in. Forget about it. That's good advice. We believe. Hello, good morning. What's up from Norway? Wow. Good old boys barbershop. What's going on? Is that your business? If that's your business, maybe we can give you a little promotion over on Facebook. Tacoma, Washington. Let's go. I see y'all coming on in here. Come on. I know YouTube's got to give y'all the notifications. Facebook's got to give the notifications and all that shit. It takes a minute for everybody to get in. Maybe if I would have remembered to promote it 30 minutes before, but I was caught up in my fucking research, man. I'm doing research on this margin call shit. Because if you remember, on January 28th, last year, 2021, Robinhood got the call. And I'm doing the research on that to use Robinhood's margin call as an example of what we can expect coming up in the future. In the UK, man, I say, Al from Austin. I'm glad you're not from Boston. Good morning. First off, there's 15 of y'all here right now. I just want to let y'all know that I appreciate y'all and I appreciate all my subscribers. We just crossed 7,000. We are one of the fastest growing channels that talk about AMC and stocks out there. There's people that's had a YouTube channel for over a year that don't have 7,000 subscribers. So I want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all. And I feel as if I'm doing a pretty decent job if we're getting that many subscribers and we're growing that fast. But how's everybody doing this morning? What are y'all expecting today? Y'all expecting a green day or a red day? Looking at the chart, we're at 1769 right now. Good old boy, I can believe that. You're more American than most Americans. Yeah. I'm not even going to go into why I could believe that statement, but yeah, I could see how somebody from another country could be even more American than most fucking Americans. Red again. Where y'all think we're going to? But I got the Parker channel who loves commenting in our comments that he believes it's going to go to 9. It's just common sense. They're wanting us to load that boat so bad. But listen, if y'all load the boat right, people, somebody asked in the comments, what does that mean, load the boat? That means get more AMC shares to the point of where when you have enough shares and you put enough pressure on the brokerages and the market makers, they're forced into a margin call. That's what load the boat means. And if you ain't loading the boat like I showed you in my other video, realize who the target is in this war between BlackRock is the small brokers. Yeah, if y'all missed that video, you need to go back and watch it. I'm just reading the comments. I'm reading good old boys' comments. Leave no weight behind. Never too early for good common sense. Amen. Al from Austin. Al from Austin says he wants it to open at 1550 and close at 40. Fucking right, man. I'm down with that. By the end of next week, y'all think it's going to go down to forget all about it? Why? Why do y'all feel that way? That's a pretty interesting question. I'm right down. I got to write down notes so I can make it easier to do these edits. Sundown AMC GME gal from Austin. I'm guessing you're a female and you're from Austin, Texas too. Talk to me. Why do y'all believe the stock's going to continue to fall? And when we say AMC, we're talking about GME, we're talking about Sundown, we're talking about all the rest of them because it's in the pre-market. Trading View's not that good at the pre-market and post-market. That's why I use Webull. Webull's really good at it, so I do that. I use Webull for my pre-market and post-market trading and research, and then I use Trading View for the rest because of all the good tools. If you're not in Trading View, links down below. I highly recommend it. It's the best out there. It's $15 a month, but you get a free month trial. Look at the price already. $17.68. What's the bottom of this motherfucker gonna be? There it is right there. Keeney said he'd start covering at 9 in an interview. Write that note down. I'm gonna go research that, Google it, see what I could find for y'all. If Kenny said he's gonna start covering at 9, I mean, I'm thinking that should have been every fucking YouTube video out there. If Kenny said if he gets to 9, I'll cover him. Get this motherfucker to 9 then, bitch. Faster you get it to 9, quicker we go. But man, no, I just don't believe in that. I noticed something interesting, and I see 33 people here. I love every one of y'all. Appreciate you. Please hit that like button. I'll come back to the margin call videos that I was studying. And I mean, I've come up with some good shit on this margin call, especially when it deals with Robinhood. All right, I gotta get this YouTube thing down. I got to mute it so that we don't get interference. All right. And I got to come over here and, of course, like the video myself. You got a source on Kenny saying that? Because I'd sure like to see the video on it. Don't give up, man. In case y'all wondering what Al from Austin's talking about, he hedged his bet. He believes it's going up, so he bought an extra call. Just in case it goes down, he's bought the put. That doesn't mean he's buying puts. It means he's hedged his call bet. I wish I had that discipline and that privilege, sundial, AMC, and GME. I got to look at the fucking charts. I've got to do the things that need to be done. When we get 100 people in here, I'm going to get started on my outline for what I want to talk about. I'm going to want to talk about the town hall meeting, the reindeer games, being played with it, and let's see, Elon. I got a note here for Elon. Talk about Elon. He don't want to be on the board. Did somebody get to him? I mean, what the fuck? Does he not want to sit on the board so he could have more than 14% of the company? I mean, what the fuck's going on with Twitter and Elon? So I'm gonna want to talk about that. Well, I just did. That's all I got, really. Well, we're going to talk about the town hall meeting. We're going to talk about the price action for the day. We're going to talk about the fact that I've been doing some research on the margin call. I don't even know what that is. That's apparently some type of IMNOP. A pretty big fucking symbol. Let's see, that's usually symbols like that. I don't have a match for it. I don't know what that is. I figured it would drop. I hadn't looked at it. Let's take a look. Twitter. Not following. Well, it fell on that news, but it's rebounding. Let me show y'all. It fell on that news, but then it's rebounding. Let's see what it looks like on when in doubt, you zoom out. Oh shit. They had a big uptick, fell. Let's see, we got a W forming. Could be interesting. Yeah, but it might be all over Twitter. But let me tell you something. Check it out. I'm stamped. I was awake doing research when I got the message, so I hurried up and shot a video for y'all, so y'all would be the first to know. Let me try to catch up on the chat here. All right. Y'all use the word FUD too fucking often. There's a certain level of fear that's healthy. Do you realize that? All right. You have two instincts as a human: fight or flight. One means you can be aggressive, one means you're afraid. Being afraid can sometimes be a good thing. I mean, look what Russia's going through. Russia believes that we're a world power and we can conquer the world, and they can't even beat the Ukrainians, but they have nuclear weapons. How they a bunch of AMC YouTubers are posting it. Posting which one? The Twitter story or the interview with him that said he's going to cover at 9? What's up, Thrill? Good to see you here. Being afraid keeps you from making mistakes. That's my coffee pot telling me time to make another pot. Take a few weeks before the January run up, all the way to June, the whole squeeze, and place it over the current day with the January run up overlaid on top of this run we just had. It's spot on. Okay. Well, I can do that. Would y'all like to see me do what Chuck is suggesting? Would y'all like to watch me do that live? The Masked Investor? It's not a point of whether it's FUD or not. FUD does not necessarily mean not true. DD, you better not go to Dunkin' Donuts. You better go to a Mary Lee. Do y'all have Mary Lee's there? Y'all got to help me because I make statements and then I need some help remembering when y'all answer. Leave no weight behind said, oh, you want to watch me do it? All right, well, that means I got to go over here and load up this trading view chart. Give me just a second. AMC. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to load a new chart because we got so many fucking lines. And I'd like to have a new one. I'd like to have a fresh chart to look at this on if he's right. But it'll take a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm going to get it straight for y'all. This could be a good pre-market if this is true. But when you stream, shit goes real slow. Let's take a look at this. Oh, Lux Algo shows us still in a downtrend. Oh, let me share my screen so y'all can quit looking at my ugly head. I'm from Jersey. Gal from Austin was in memory of Al. Ah, Okay. Let's see. Green thumb, we'll come back to, let me put that over here. I don't forget to talk about it. I will talk about that though for you. I just looked it up. I've got it in a tab, so we're good to go. All right, let me see where I'm at on this. Oh, we was gonna share the Lux Algo and see what's going on with it. So here it is. We had to go all to March 30th, which was 11 days ago. We've been in a downtrend with Lux Algo. It's telling us that it is not a buy yet. Do you understand that? I want y'all to all understand this is a trend indicator. Okay. It's a highly expensive trend indicator because it is very accurate. And it is telling me that right now, even though things look good at the price of, let's see, what's it? 1784. Lux Algo says that it's not a buy yet. So relax. If you're ready to throw some more money at the wall, here's what that's like. Okay. That's like taking your money. It's like spaghetti and you throw it at the wall and you hope it sticks, but it's most likely going to fall to the fucking ground. So it's not financial advice, but I have a momentum indicator that tells me when the downtrend is over and the uptrend or the upticks are about to begin. I believe well, that's a whole nother story. But right now, that's that. I can kill this. While we're at it, we can go comparison chart. Let's see what's going on with Sundial and GME in comparison to AMC. We can see that Sundial looks like it's wanting to flatten out. GME and AMC are running together. So that's interesting. Turn this off. Okay. Now, to go back to what I'm looking for here. The trend is your friend. That's right. We're going to hit 75 today. Twitter's following AMC now? Has it followed? I mean, there's a difference between has it followed AMC and did it start following it in the last day or two? Because it could be a market. A bunch of stocks can go down and it looks as if they're trending together. That's not true, Future Wells. You can set your criteria in Lux Algo, and it's only one indicator I use. That's another thing about a trading plan. I'm saying that right now is not a buy time for me. Why? Even though it's Monday, because Mondays I like to hit, but I have certain rules before I buy and certain rules before I sell. It's called a trading plan. Lux Algo is only one. It's an important one, but it's only one part of my trading plan for buying. Volume has to be right. Lux Algo has to say it's ready to go into the uptrend and so forth. I mean, it's not just Lux says buy, I'm going to buy. New York City Mail note. Trend is your friend until it ends. That's right. That's why you have a trend indicator that tells you when the trend is ending. Poor Brenda. Brenda can't get on nothing but her phone. It's aggravating her that she's having internet problems and shit where she's at. So hell, I'm having internet problems here, but it's spotty. Hers is completely out. But she's missing our live. Bless her heart. She's one of our greatest followers. Eh, by time, as long as I'm averaging down, Raynard said. Let me tell you something about why that's not true, Raynard. I bought in. I mean, y'all know the story. I had it at 3 and sold it, and bought it back at 7 and sold it at 12, and found out about the squeeze, and I've been averaging down from 42 ever since. Now, on Mondays, I buy, and it went from 42 to 36, and I bought, and 2 days later, it's at 30. Okay, well, that's Wednesday. So Monday, I bought in at, average down at 36. And then 2 days later, it's at 32 or 30. I mean, if I would have waited just 2 days for the trend to reverse, where it would have hit the bottom of 30 or 32 and bought, and then caught all of that price action up, and your average would have been a little bit lower. So watching a momentum indicator is important to your buying. It don't have to be Lux. If you're a member of if you use TradingView has a free one that you can use. Now you have to change your settings and stuff to, make it a better one, but I did the same thing with Lux Algo. I've never used it, Future Wells, on a squeeze play. AMC is actually my first squeeze play. I had never even heard of a fucking squeeze play till AMC. Most of my trading has always been penny stocks or companies that I believed in that had good earnings. I got into what they call that first pandemic stocks with the vaccines and the mask. I got 3M when they was doing the mask and stuff. And then when I felt things were reversing, I got into AMC because I thought it was going to be a recovery play. Now, then I found out about the fucking short squeeze, and I researched short squeezes. So I haven't had an opportunity to use it. It doesn't fucking matter, man. I'm telling you right now, if you don't use a momentum indicator, how are you going to know when the trend changes? Now, today at 3 o'clock, they can get a call and say, we need the fucking shares back, and it goes on up. The trend wouldn't have mattered. But at this point, the trend matters. I'm just saying from experience, if me, I've bought on Mondays with my rules without a trend indicator. And on Mondays, I bought, and by Friday, the motherfucker is down. And then doing my research, my trend indicator would have warned me of that, and I would not have bought. That's my point. Leave no weight behind. Why you feel screwed? That's what I just said. Future Wells is that the trend indicator right now is accurate. If they cover, the motherfucker goes through the roof. Trend indicator is irrelevant, and I wouldn't give a fuck about the trend indicator we've squeezed. But until then, I follow my trend indicators. That's my perspective. If you disagree, that's fine. Oh, there's a lot of indicators I can tell you when they're getting ready to cover. In case you Now, when I say indicators, I don't mean chart indicators. There's other indicators that tell you when they're going to cover. 75 today. Look, the reason I do that is twice this bitch was supposed to mow ass twice. Once in December, and I forget when the second one was. But it was supposed to run to 50. And I called it, Rico called it, a couple other people called it according to the chart. and they ended up screwing us. We didn't get it. So after my second prediction of the squeeze and it going up to 50, and y'all need to understand my rationale for that is I believe it stair steps up to 50. I said, you know what? I'm through trying to call the numbers. And people say, well, how high do you think it'll go? Or do you think it'll get to 50? And I say Friday. So that became a joke on my channel. Covering starts below or at 10. People believe that. Well, you know the best way to get to fucking 10 then is to quit buying. Again, Future Well, I disagree. As far as I'm concerned, that trend indicator is good until that motherfucking skyrockets. Trend indicators telling me they're continuing to short. How many people went and got free shares like I told y'all in that other video? You have to understand, if you want this thing to squeeze, you need to know who the targets of the squeeze is. Who's squeezing who? I think they think we're doing this illegally or something, but I have a bad feeling they're going to keep screwing us for a while. I don't know about the while part, but let me explain something to y'all. And this is a phrase y'all need to understand this, okay? Yes, these people have a 40-foot long desk. And at that 40-foot long desk are chairs circling around it. And there's the CEOs of the hedge fund or the market maker or whoever. And then the other chairs are lawyers that are trying to explain to them how to get out of this fucking squeeze. Okay? So, what do you think the lawyer's advice is to them? Well, let's flip the script. They're the ones doing shit illegally. First off, we're not doing shit illegally. But there is a technicality, okay, which I spotted and I killed on my channel. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, when I tell you what the technicality is that they're going to want to try to use, or maybe they've tossed it around and they've decided against it, but I'm hearing this retail isn't involved in illegal trading. But here's what that means. If you buy and you know you're buying a synthetic share or a naked share, basically you are saying you know you're buying a counterfeit or an illegal share, which makes you part of that crime. In other words, you got a dope man. If you go to that dope man's house to buy your dope, you're a conspirator. If the police come in, y'all all go to jail. So on my channel, we don't discuss, well, till I hear the guy from New York always saying it. There's been no real shares since February. Stop. Not in my book. In my book, every time I pushed that fucking buy button, it was a real share I was buying. I'm not buying into this naked shares, synthetic shares bullshit narrative. So that if I say that we are buying naked and synthetic shares, we are being participants. They're counterfeiting, but we're buying. That's where that illegal shit's coming in. That's why I don't talk about, well, if you buy today, it's going to be a synthetic or naked. No, if you push that buy button today, it's going to be a real share. The naked, the synthetic narrative has come about. Listen to me, people. The synthetic narrative has come about and has been pushed so hard for you to believe that you're not buying real shares, that you're buying synthetic shares. That way they can make you part of the crime that's being committed. They're selling counterfeit shares and you're buying it. You're a participant. So to kill that argument of I'm involved in an illegal activity, every time I push that button to buy, I believe if that broker's accepting that order, it's a real fucking share. They are saying that they have the share to cover me. It's not all right, hog farmer. Let's check this out. It's illegal to sell a synthetic. Well, no, that's not true. Synthetics, there's legal synthetics. All right. There's a process to creating a synthetic, by the way, but that's irrelevant. Synthetics are not illegal. Naked positions are illegal. The second thing is, it's not that you have no way of knowing if it's real or not. It's the fact of you're not sure if you're committing a crime or not. See, the best way to help you understand this is to take the words synthetic out of your vocabulary when you're talking about what you buy. That's not financial advice, that's common sense. You don't admit that you are part of a fucking crime of them selling fucking counterfeit shares and you buying counterfeit shares. You buy real shares. That broker said that. And as far as anybody goes, like the country song says, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Marker's mark. I don't know what that means. South Carolina. Hey, Josh, how you doing? See who else we got in here. From Above, Thrill, Green Thumb. Always good to see y'all. Raymond, Seth. I'll leave that one there and I won't say a word. But I'm not buying puts. Why would I buy a put? Well, not gonna get into it. Our thesis is to buy and hold what? The stock, not the calls, not the puts. See, sometimes we can make this mistake, people. And I understand because me and another retail investor was talking earlier, is that we sometimes get in positions where we need money or we need some kind of relief now. So your anticipation for the squeeze increases. Like, come on, man, I need this fucking money. I feel you. But that does not mean, and this is where a lot of people make mistakes, is they try to figure out how can we force the squeeze. Squeeze is gonna come. The squeeze would have came naturally had not everybody switched from the smaller brokers. That's just my view. Y'all should know that by now if y'all watching my last few videos. In Maine, Daniel, I'm gonna be honest. Josh just commented that he hopes AMC pops before June. Me too. Pam, hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Pam. Pam the Trader, y'all. She is an AMC. Would you call yourself a movie critic? She goes to AMC to watch all the movies. She's a member of AMC Connect, and she's got the special deals where she can go to so many movies a week or a month and stuff. And she goes to every movie she could possibly go see, and then she reports back to people what the shows were about. So if you go to the movies, which most people do, you need to go check out Pam the Trader's YouTube channel where she critiques the movies and stuff and popcorn and the food and the drinks and tells y'all how it is. Philip says North Carolina in the house. When it squeezes, Philip, I'm going to come to North Carolina. I want to visit North Carolina, South Carolina, because those are just historic states that I really would like to see. I want to go see Tennessee. I got to go to Oklahoma, or Oklahoma's got to come to me, one or the other. A lake boat fishing? Well, you remember why I said I wouldn't go out in a fucking boat? I mean, they was in 95-foot boats in Jaws, and you see what happened. This shit didn't help them. Or the Titanic, and it sank to the fucking bottom of the ocean. So I don't like going out in water over my fucking head too much. Pam says she's not a critic. She just loves movies, and she does a short review of our community just for fun and without any spoilers. Yeah. All right. Future Wells says there was one here from Future Wells I wanted us to take a look at. What is my theory on thinking that AMC is going to pop and shorts are going to cover those shares? Because your last video sounds like you don't think the squeeze will happen anymore. Okay. I don't know how you got that impression. I'm holding for the MOAS. My theory is that BlackRock and Citadel have bumped heads. Citadel created an algorithm that was like BlackRock's. Then they made deals with Robinhood, and then they made deals with the other payment for order flows, and they were generating money using those techniques, and it pissed BlackRock off because Citadel apparently started thinking they were alpha dogs in the yard, and the stock market, BlackRock is that fucking out in the world. BlackRock is the alpha dog, but Citadel thought they were the fucking alpha dogs, and now BlackRock is punishing Citadel and the little brokers, Robinhood, Webull, Moomoo, anybody from Apex, basically, payment for order flow companies, for making deals with Citadel that was not approved through BlackRock. That's my opinion. All right. From doing my research, that's what the common sense approach is that I've come to conclude is that it's an algo war between Citadel's algo and BlackRock's algo. And the squeeze was about to happen when Apex had reached 513 million shares of AMC. Just Apex, not any other clearinghouse. Then we were fixing the pop. We were heading that way. We went up to 72 and would have kept going, but people started hollering about the payment for order flows. People got out. Well, then the little brokers didn't have to pay that big fucking amount no more. When they started transferring their shares, well, it's cheap because they know the fucking lid's coming off this thing. So, yes, I believe that switching removed the target off of who the targets were, which is Robinhood, Webull, and the rest of the Apex crew who are payment for order flowing through Citadel. Now that Apex roughly holds the responsibility for 200 million shares of AMC, they got some breathing room now. And my strategy was go get as many free shares as you can from people who are with Apex. Load the boat of Apex back up to what it was, 500 million, and we will squeeze. Till that happens, you have to understand the target is Citadel and the little brokers. By switching from the little brokers, you took the target off of them. Now they have to reload the boat to get it to the point where it was, and then BlackRock will pull the trigger. That's just my view. Thrill. Let's see what Thrill has to say. Thrill says the MOASH will happen. I agree. They are killing many stocks like this across the market. They thought AMC, GME, and others would be delisted. Yes, because they looked at it as pandemic stocks. You're locked down. You're not going to the movie theaters. You're locked down. You can't go to GME. You're going to have to stream your games and shit like that. So going short on these companies, on those two particular companies, were pretty smart moves, to be honest with you. If you look at it from a logical point of frame of mind, you'll know that. Everybody's locked down. Nobody's going to the movies. Motherfucker's going to go out of business. Good bet. They just didn't count on retail jumping in. See, future wells. Let me tell you something. Y'all know the story about how the phrase talking turkey, if y'all have never heard of the phrase talking turkey, Google it. The Indians and the Pilgrims, the way I've heard it years ago, was the Pilgrims asked the Indians, well, we're going to take the turkey, you take the beads. And Indians said no. Chief said no. And the white pilgrims told the Indians, well, I'll tell you what, then we'll take the turkey and y'all take the beads. And they want to know, why are you talking turkey? Now, here it is. I'm being told by future Wells, you can't force a squeeze like that, trying to plan something out like that, and telling people to do that, talking about going and getting free shares, he's telling me, is a bad idea for y'all. You can't force a squeeze. You can't plan the squeeze. I can't tell people that going and buying free shares or getting free shares from these little brokers can help. That's bad advice, but it's a good idea. Well, you're talking out of both sides there, bud. Really, it's either a good idea or it's bad advice. And it's not advice; it's just common sense. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you that if I was you, and I am, I went and got every fucking free share I could. Now, do I believe that's going to help? Of course, I believe it's going to help. Will it help? Let's do it and find the fuck out. It's better than selling fucking puts. Yeah, they thought it was a free ride. It was a free ride till everybody come out of lockdown. It depends on how you look at it, Master Rippy. I mean, splitting hairs. Thank you, Thrill. Yeah, how many likes we got? We got 86 people here. 34 likes. Come on, people, help me out here. No, I don't watch UFC. Yes, do your own DD. Listen to your favorite YouTubers, but Catch 18 says make sure you do your own DD. Master Rippy, I don't know. Could the fact that I'm telling people go get free shares, I don't see how. I just connected that if you go get the free shares, we can cause the squeeze. I agree leaving no weight behind. I agree. But if you knew Home Depot was going out of business, why wouldn't you short it and go long on Lowe's? Okay, Future Wells, I get the point, bro. Why don't you go watch Froggy or something and give them a fucking hard time? Yeah. Came along and said, hey, man, ain't no free ride. Oh, y'all want to bet it's going to go to zero? That's like saying, oh, you're going to bet black? We're going to bet red. And we've cornered them. I really hope that wasn't aimed at me, Eli. Oh shit, man! Don't worry about forgetting the buy button. I mean the buy button, the like button. I forget to go like my own shit. So eventually they have to come. Well, I disagree now. I disagree with predatory short selling, which is doing it to put companies out of business, even though there's no danger of it. Like Toys R Us. I missed the little giraffe. Don't y'all miss the little giraffe? Let's see. Shoot over here. Weeble. We are at 1780. Looks like we're starting to barcode, which basically means the computer's trying to figure out which direction it wants to go. Oh, I noticed what they're being allowed to do. And that's one of the reasons why the apes got involved in this. Is they were trying to put a good American, solid American company in the ground. That's why everybody jumped in AMC. They jumped in GME because it was 40% over the fucking float. I'm thinking, I'm hoping it's the bottom. You don't want to grow up either. Yeah, I still remember that song. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. If there was any way to bring Toys R Us back, I would do it. I'm not playing the Amazon or Google stock splits. Stock splits can be funny. For example, GME's doing a 3-for-1 dividend. That's a good call there. On your other call, sometimes stock splits happen because, well, basically a stock split will happen because the price will get so fucking high that nobody will buy in. Um, to do a 3-for-1 stock split is going to bring GameStop down. I'm not sure where it's at right now. GameStop is at 146, so a 3-for-1 stock split might put it somewhere around $50 or lower. My God, if I'm not right on my percentage when I just said that, Jesus. But what's going to happen is when GM now I can't I just can't I can't buy GME at $146. I can't. $150. You say why? Don't get offended. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth that if I have a choice to buy one GME or 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, I could buy one GME or 8 AMC. What's the most logical one to do? So even if I bought one GME and they do a 3-for-1 stock split, I still could have had more AMC. Now, see, Seth, they know people are watching AMC waiting for 13 again. So I say 15 will be the bottom this time, and then we pop. Now, that's a good fucking analogy. I'm going to tell you why. Because Seth is taking into consideration what he thinks they are going to do. Meaning they know what they're going to do in accordance to your behavior. So they're counting on you, counting on it to go into 13 and not buying till then. And you're going to miss out on getting more shares. And man, I'm telling you, if motherfucker don't go get them free shares, y'all just leave no weight behind said it's bull crap. He's holding for retail investors and changing to a better market. I'm holding to that fucking bank account of mine says, go. I gotta watch for where's Eric too? Eric was wanting to know if I was gonna be live. I ain't seen him in the chat yet. People need to start waking the hell up. Why is there only 90 people here? We draw a bigger crowd than that. I see Moomoo's put out an article now on Elon Musk. Just remember where you heard it first. The Verge had it first. We had it second. I won't even acknowledge that comment. Fail what? I'm holding. I didn't get in this go halfway. Can you imagine? You're on the 1 yard line, people. We're fixing to score. Why would you sell now? V said it's afternoon there. It's 4 a.m. in the morning here. We've been talking for 58 minutes. Okay, real quick, let me share my screen again because somebody had a question, and since we're at almost 100 people, I'm going to go ahead and address it. I think this was it. Okay. Somebody wanted to know about ETFs. What exactly did it mean? ETFs are an exchange traded fund, or exactly as the name implies, funds that trade on exchanges, generally tracking a specific index. When you invest in an ETF, you get a bundle of assets you can buy and sell during market hours, potentially lowering your risk of exposure while helping to diversify your portfolio. Anybody else want to chime in? Toys R Us are back. What? Chuck shows a overlay he thinks is going to 13, which we talked about. Chuck disagrees. We're going to 23. Chuck disagrees with himself. Eli likes turtles. Well, all right. Turtle won the race. Remember that. Russia defaulting. What could that mean? IWM is the place where they get shares to short. Yes. There's plenty of videos on that, people. Russia defaulting. Well, I mean, Evergrande defaulted. What kind of effect did that have on us? But this is kind of different. You got to understand. Remember when we're talking about our theses and BlackRock is the big dog and they're in the fight with this. All right, you know, the big dog, but still, big dogs don't like to be bit. When Russia invaded Ukraine, that sent the world's financial system into a. At that point, BlackRock is heavily into Russian rubles, Russian stocks, Russian ETFs, Russian index fund, all that crazy shit. And so when Russia did what they did, that affected the financial world and it affected BlackRock. And BlackRock started losing money. And now their blood is in the water too. That's what's going on with Russia, with the Russian invasion. Hey Rizzo, congratulations. They said they just had a baby last week and they're up early. Bless y'all's heart. Slow and steady. The research that I'm coming up with, golly, on this margin call shit. Robinhood told you exactly why they fucking pulled that buy button. I just watched the video. I did not know it existed. I don't pay attention to CNN. I had no idea Chris Como had interviewed the CEO of Robinhood, and I had no idea what Robinhood told Chris Como from CNN. But after I watched the fucking video, I was like, holy shit. Now he's told y'all exactly what I've told y'all. That on the January 28th, they got a call. Now, it was assumed it was from their clearinghouse, which is Apex, that they needed to come up with $3 billion to cover their positions. Let's talk about that for a second. Let me write this time down. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Robinhood. So I know to go back and put that part for a video. They ran out of money, Al said. They ran out of money. What do you mean they ran out of money? Al, we're going to let you run the show here for a minute. What do you mean Robinhood ran out of money? They come up with 2 billion. Yeah, it was right at 2 billion. Yes. So far, Al from Austin's hitting 100. 2 billion. Yeah. Well, yeah, you said million and my mind went billion. But yeah, they came up with almost 2 billion. And 2 billion and what? Getting hungry too. I should have cooked something before I fucking come on here. Y'all could have watched me eat a chicken sandwich. I know, but I'm live. I can't go do the research and pull up the articles and let's see what. Maybe I can. Let me see. Russia defaults. Give me a moment. Y'all can see my face, but or here I'll do this. I'll share the screen of where I'm doing the research. So in case y'all ever wonder, well, how do you get the research? This is how I do it. Russia. Defaults on their debt. Clock ticks down toward Russia default. What happens if a country defaults on its debt? When a state defaults on a debt the state imposes of or ignores, depending on the viewpoint, its financial obligations towards certain creditors, which means they don't have the money. Or they say, fuck you. Which is one stance I've always taken. We owe China this, man. Fuck you. Come get it. Immediate effect for the state is the reduction of its total debt and the reduction in payments on the interest of that debt. I want to see if I can find where it would talk about that. In defaulting, I don't see where it's saying that they did. I see where it's saying that they're gonna. Let me scroll back up here. Yeah, it says here clock ticks down towards Russia's default. Check it out. Russia's faced its external default in over a century after it's made arrangements, and it's going to reduce the grades of their bonds to fucking F, worthless, which is what BlackRock don't want. It's not defaulted on debt since the aftermath of 1917, but it just in Ukraine was Moscow. 649 million holders of its sovereign bonds on Monday, but transferred, preventing Russia from using any its frozen foreign reserves. See, now look, there's the United States getting in the middle of that. Force them to fucking default. Come up with an alternative equivalent of those payments called unfriendly nations as national settlement depository. Now I can understand. They're basically saying this shit ain't gonna last forever. We're gonna put you on hold for a minute. 30-day grace period, payment date, which is April 4th, which is past. Ability to pay. And let's say Russia has the means and ability to pay, but they're based how they're not going to pay. They're not going to pay as long as their assets are frozen. Unfreeze their assets, saying. What are you talking about? When it say whatever I want, they will never delist a company because of that. Because of what? They would delist it because of collusion. You talking about because of the synthetic situation where people are calling it synthetic? They're trying to try to make you an ally in that shit. I thought we was past that. They're all cheaters. Absolutely, all of them are cheaters. They didn't become trillionaires. I mean, I didn't say that it'd be over with if BlackRock sells. BlackRock has 42 million. I think Vanguard has 47 million. So they got more than BlackRock. Mexican silverback, what'd you read? And CNN better not be your fucking source. That's like having MSNBC as your business channel. Listen to Charles Gasparino and Jim Cramer tell you what to buy. I believe that's what they're trying to do, Roadrunner. They're trying to back their currency with gold. Kathy Woods needs. Listen, Kathy Woods could buy 1 million fucking shares of AMC, 10 million shares of AMC. They'll accept the order. This is the important thing. They'll accept the order. Then she has to hit the sell button. It's up to the point when you push the sell button, people, that's the time that matters. It is to me. Well, we used to back the currency with gold, but we don't no more. Today, we just print whatever fucking money we need. We owe this much, we'll print it. And they don't get, well, we got this much gold. We can only have this much currency then. Pretty much it's by oil, yes. You keep hearing the phrase. What's that phrase I keep hearing? The oil something when it refers to the currency being backed by it. I know. Okay, let's talk about that. Oop. Russia's default is self-imposed. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the $2. We're gonna use that for the channel, pay for the trading view and all the other great tools that we use to keep coming up with great content. They're eating each other. That's right. Sharks in the water, they're bleeding. Blood's coming from them. They're going to eat each other in the end. The petrodollar. That's right. Russia won't join the New World Order, so the World Bank wants to make them suffer. Russia's suffering because they invaded fucking Ukraine. That's why the pinch is on them. They fucked the world currency and the financial world up doing that. Daniel, isn't that what they've been telling us all along? That they could show us that the price is 1840, but really, what's the market cap? Russia defaulted. We just looked it up. It's who's that? Headstock Harem defaulted on its foreign debt, but they defaulted willingly. They're telling everybody, fuck y'all. You accept it in rubles or you don't get it. So they put it on hold. So they put the payments on hold. All right, let's talk about this. All right. It shouldn't be a big deal to start up that money printer for investors. We are ready to spend and help others. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about starting up the money printer at all. Okay, when you start the money printer up and you have nothing to back that money up with, it's really becoming worthless. Put it this way, there's $50 currency. Somebody prints another $50. So does that mean you have $100? No, you still have $50. The other 50 is counterfeit because you have nothing backing it. Our high gas prices have nothing to do with Russia. I completely agree. I agree with what they're saying on the news. I believe the oil companies are gouging on purpose. The more money you print, people, the more stuff costs. I mean, it's not just print money and a can of tuna fish is going to stay $1. That's why that some bitch from New York keeps talking about chicken at $900. Why? Because we keep printing money. So it takes nine. Have y'all not heard the stories about in Germany where they were bringing wheelbarrows of fucking marks, Deutsche marks, to buy a loaf of bread? Because that's what the mark was worth. Why? Because they kept printing it. You know, another interesting topic for discussion. These motherfuckers want to regulate crypto, and you can't get the stock market right. What's up, Glock? You want to go over there and tell crypto what to do, but you can't get your fucking house clean. I'm gonna tell you about your dirty house without cleaning up my dirty house. I heard him mention Tyson earlier. That's why he's in Tyson. I heard him mention that he was in Tyson in a video or two back. Now I know. That's a pretty fucking smart move, too. What is Weimar? Is that a city or a place or something? Tell you about Tyson. Tyson chicken. Chicken at 900. Now it's not gonna go to 900. But the point is, when we deal with hyperinflation and the price of everything going up and you having to pay more for fucking chicken. Ah, Germany, okay. Now let me back up so I can understand. That was the wheelbarrow story I was just telling y'all of money to buy a loaf of bread. It take imagine a wheelbarrow of money to go buy fucking chicken. My dad, bless his heart, got gumbo. Gumbo, I gave my dad gumbo when my mom died. It's a little chihuahua. And him and that chihuahua are inseparable. Let me tell you something about that chihuahua. That chihuahua eats good. My dad will go well, my dad usually sends me every 3 days to go get a rotisserie chicken from Walmart for gumbo because gumbo has got to eat rotisserie chicken and cheese. Got to put rotisserie chicken and shredded cheese, and gumbo's happy. But there's going to come a time if we keep printing money. Instead of that rotisserie chicken costing $5, it's going to cost $20. If you look at donuts, for example, a donut, one glazed donut, would cost you 65 cents. 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. Today it's 99 cents. Why? Because the price of all the stuff that it's causing to make the donut is going up. The oil, the flour, and everything else that it takes to, and don't forget wages going up. Everything it takes to make that donut has went up, so the price of the donut goes up. Inflation. Until a point where it's going to get to a point where people are not going to want or be able to afford donuts because if if the price and inflation of things keep going up, then the price of the donut's going to have to go up because right now it's 99 cents, from 65 cents to 99 cents. And if shit keeps going up, it's going to be $1.29 for one fucking donut. So you want to stop printing money, people. If you want anything, you want to take money off the fucking market to make the dollar back worth $1. Hey, what do you mean you don't eat donuts anymore? It don't matter what the price of rotisserie chicken is. Gumbo's gonna eat chicken. If I had to pay $15 for a goddamn rotisserie chicken, Gumbo's gonna eat his chicken for a single fucking donut. Do you see that? From the UK, right? So they're already getting hit for $2 a fucking donut. Right now it's $1 over here. I've got an apple fritter, which I should have warmed up so sitting here and eat with y'all. I brought an apple fritter home with me. That's just the way it's always been. They used to listen, let's talk about that. Because y'all know me. I'm just gonna tell it like it is, people. You find it. There was a comment I wanted to make, bring up. You know, the deal with the electric cars, that's retarded. Why didn't if they're so into electric vehicles and shit and they want to make an impact to begin to make an impact, why don't they turn all federal vehicles like the post trucks into electric post trucks instead of using gas? Oh, somebody had a fucking awesome idea. Listen to this. Why not put charging ports at AMC theaters so that when you go into the movie theater to watch the movie, your car can be charging for an hour and a half to 2 hours? Brilliant fucking idea. Can you imagine if Adam Aaron came out with a press release that said AMC's teaming up with ChargePoint to put in fucking electric vehicle charge ports at AMC theaters? Apple fritters love them. We got something better than the apple fritter though. They're called croissant donuts. They're triangle. Nobody else has them, or not that I know of. Croissant donuts. Oh my god. God, the cops are going to start riots over the donuts going on. The charge ports could be at the post office when they get through fucking delivering the mail. Charge the fucking truck. UPS, electric vehicles. Don't put all the fucking weight on the American people. Put it on the companies. I bet you Tesla could come up with a fucking deal to make with the post office to make post office electric vehicles. That's why they're making the oil prices so high right now, so the electric vehicles can become popular. But I mean, fuck, because gas is, man, I read gas was $9, $10 a gallon in California. But even at $10 a gallon, that's still cheaper than an electric car. An electric car is $50,000, $60,000 fucking dollars, people. I don't know how they expect us to pay that. I'm fixing to get back in Charge Point. Well, let's talk about this. Banks want your dollars, hence the free stock giveaways from brokerages and the rise of the crypto market. Yes, I agree. First, you open an account. Second, you get a free share. Third, you deposit the minimum, which would be $5. So they got you for $5 right there. Then they give you some more free shares. All right, 2 free shares after that, or 5 free, depends on where you're going. But here's the thing, Their goal is to get you in. The price drop, you buy more using your money. Price drop, you buy more. Remember, buy the dip, you buy more, you buy more, you buy more. And we keep buying and buying and buying. Doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Once we own the float, that should have been the end of it. We should have stopped buying and move on to the next short squeeze, which would have been sundial. Once we own the float there, stop buying, go to the next fucking short. Instead, we think keep buying, buying, buying. AMC is going to cause a squeeze, and it's not. Well, Dave made the point of gamification, and Gensler wasn't wrong about Robinhood like apps. Yes, you're right. But trust me, when you purchase a stock and you see the little confetti, that does not entice me to want to buy more. Or, man, I just can't wait to see the confetti flying. No, you want to talk gamification? Gamification is being able to bet whether the stock will go up or down, calls or puts, short selling versus longs. That's gamification. If you can bet that the stock is going to go down, you're betting it's going to go red. If you're thinking that the stock's going to go up, it's going to be black. That's a roulette table. It's gambling. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine how much is really shorted. An emotional trader. Listen, it's hard for you to convince me that because you saw some confetti on your fucking phone, that encouraged you to buy more. No, the line dipping caused you to buy more because you've been programmed to buy the dip. Oh, let's see what it's at right now. Still holding at 1780. Consolidating at 1780. How low can it go? I don't know, man. But according to everything we hear, the faster it gets to fucking 10, the quicker they're going to cover. But here's the thing. When they start covering, what are they covering, people? 107, 110 million legal shorts. That's what they're covering. They're not covering naked positions. When we talk about covering or closing out short positions, we're talking about the legal shares. I wonder if I want to talk about the reindeer games. Brenda's been telling me that I need to tell y'all what the reindeer games are. Creamfield declares make them every day. Do I agree they need to take a test before they open an account? Fuck no. That's my money. I ought to be able to do what I want with it. See, they're trying to make conditions to get you out the fucking market, people. Nobody said they was covering. What the fuck are you talking about, Bubba? I said when they cover, they are talking about covering the 100 million shares that they're short legal. Then the MOAS will happen. But the covering of those 100 million is what brings the MOAS. Yeah, stop bluffing, Kenny. You know what? I was fixing to go find in part of my research that I was going to do. I was going to go find that YouTube video where he's talking about how they could postpone it, and every day brought them closer, to getting out of the mess they were in. I think I got to go watch the video, but every day that they could postpone this brings them closer to getting out of it, and it brings FOMO, right? Covering the 100 million shares brings FOMO, right? Really? You're gonna ask me that? So what's going on? We've been an hour and a half. Thank you, Noman. No man. I blocked his ass. I don't usually block people, but if you're just gonna be rude for no fucking reason, I block you. You can disagree with me. I don't care, but have logic and common sense with it. Don't just go, oh no, we got to mow ass to 100 grand. What makes you think that? What makes you think if they didn't let nickel go to 100 grand, they'll let AMC go to 100 grand? Reindeer games. All right, I'll tell y'all about the fucking reindeer games that's going on. What am I at? 131? That's close enough. Reindeer games. How many people do you see on this channel right now talking with me? How many guests do I have? For example, yeah, I feel like going to get me one now. Twice a week, I go watch The Mandalorian. I try to listen to Pantheon's live stream every night, and if I'm not able to listen to it, I at least turn it on so he's getting credit for it, my buddy. But the reindeer games is how they always sending me fucking emails, other YouTubers sending me emails. Hey, Common Sense, can you come and talk about the algo wars? Hey, Common Sense, can you come talk about this? Hey, Common Sense, what about this, Common Sense? Come on the show. Now, that's fine. I love doing that because I get to interact with all of y'all, even in other channels. But when I send out the emails that say, hey, would y'all like to come talk about this over here on my channel? They tell me, fuck you. You smoke dope. Fuck you. You drink. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm drunk on your channel, but you want me there. Why won't you come to my channel? Because they're afraid of losing subscribers. When I go over to their channel, my followers follow me over there. Okay. So, and while I'm talking, I will make the suggestion to subscribe to X because they're good people and they have good content. Now, do they reciprocate? No, they don't come to my channel because their followers will come to my channel too, and their followers will subscribe to my channel. So they hate. They're like, oh no, we don't want to come. I'm not interested in coming over there to your channel and just, in fact, fuck it, I'm gonna call his name. Bitch ass lion trader had a really good video that I really liked and respected his DD on. And I sent that motherfucker an email. Say, man, would you like to come discuss that on my channel? My followers would love to hear that. Now, a bunch of my followers would have subscribed to Lion Trader when he came over to my channel and explained to them what he was explaining to his people. Okay. But he sent me an email back saying he wasn't interested. Sorry, I'm not interested. 2 days later, this motherfucker's on Froggy's doing the exact same thing, explaining to Froggy's people. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? Well, you wouldn't come on my channel, but you go to Froggy's channel, which I could give a fuck less. But it's a reindeer game, and Rudolph don't play in their reindeer games. All right. But at the end of the story, who the fuck did Santa come call on? Them or Rudolph? So I don't pay no attention. I quit going to their fucking lives. That's another reason why they hate me. Oh, come talk. No, I don't want to do that. Because y'all ask stupid, fucked up questions like, well, do you understand what an algo is and how they work? Bitch, you crazy. So I don't go there no more. But they go there because there's no fear of their subscribers because they don't have any. I hate to say it. So Rudolph over here with his nose shining red with 7,000 subscribers, looking over there at them. I don't give a fuck about their reindeer game. Go play whatever. Y'all go interview whatever you want. I just won't be a part of it no more. Bullshit, Dave. He was on fucking Froggy Styles. 2 days after I asked him to come, he was on Froggy Styles. But he told me no. Go figure. I don't know about cowardly, simply because he won't show his face. No, that's not cowardly. That's protecting his identity from crazy motherfuckers out here on YouTube. And trust me, they got some crazy ones. Absolutely. And see, I like Chuck's point right here. Let's make a point of Chuck. Chuck says that you actually trying to figure shit out. I didn't say I got it figured out. I do know how it ends, but I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together to give us a bigger view of what's going on and why it's going on. They just talk shit. They, for example, Froggy, Froggy will hold alive, and the four people that you usually see there with them, they are connected to that stream, which means on their YouTube channel, they're getting paid. So all five of them get paid off of Froggy's stream. Okay. Then they'll close it and go on about their business for 3 or 4 fucking hours, but their channel's steadily getting paid. It's a con. I guess he didn't enjoy his experience with Froggy. I didn't experience like my experience with Froggy. There's been one or two other people, professional motherfuckers, who say, nah, I don't think I want to be a part of that. TMI feels fake to me. You gotta understand, TMI was part of the original YouTubers who pumped this thing for us. He's also part of the Kansas Five. I appreciate that, Tulip. That makes me feel good. I don't watch TMI every day, but when he does have a particular video that might be of interest to me, I'll go check out because he's got pretty good DD. I just don't trust him, but fuck, I don't trust hardly anybody. There's maybe three people that I trust. Would y'all be all right if I got up and made me a cup of coffee? I won't be but a second. Let me pour me a cup of coffee. I won't even put sugar or cream in it. I'll be right back. I lied. I put cream in it at least. Almond milk, motherfuckers. For you Lou fans, but almond milk. That's my second fucking pot. Oh, wait. Well, see now, that's why. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me to go help myself to a cup of coffee and come right back. But that's why Brenda, even she's having internet problems right now over there where she's at in Oklahoma. Somebody ought to put that together. But uh she comes on now, and if I have to go to the bathroom or I want a cup of coffee, she can talk and ask questions and so forth. One of y'all had a comment about got blacked off Froggy the other day when I told him the other day that his moderator was slow speed as hell and he needed to step up his game. He got mad and blocked me. Yeah, that's the thing. They block fucking Brenda. Brenda gets blocked from every fucking where. Write this time down so she can laugh about it. Brenda can't go nowhere they don't block her except here. This is the only place that's accepted her. Me. Why? Because she's an underdog. she'll go to their fucking channels just like I used to. And if she's got a question and you're preaching your message, then I got a question concerning your message. I want it fucking addressed. Instead, you block me. Get the fuck out of here. Because I question whether there's really FTDs. I mean, what you keep talking about all these FTDs. How do we know there's FTDs? Oh, just blocking. Block her. How dare her ask me that? Whatever. But yeah, I don't play in their reindeer games anymore. I don't go to their streams simply because they didn't reciprocate the favor to come over here and enlighten and talk to y'all about some of the things. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to set this record straight. Me and KC are the best YouTubers at the moment, in your opinion. Are you crazy? The best fucking AMC YouTuber out there. Come on, man. Who do y'all think that is? A fucking ape father. Seth, you got to understand, it's not good for us to show our position. I mean, yeah, ape father's the best fucking AMC reporter. Uh, I'm not going to show my positions either, simply because it's none of your business. In fact, one girl messaged me, well, how many shares do you have? Can you tell me how many shares you have? And I said, can you tell me if you like anal? And she freaked out. What? And I'm like, oh, well, you're asking me for personal information. Why can't I ask you for personal information? Ape Father's a clown. Of course he's a clown. He's an entertainer. Most of what he does is just to make motherfuckers laugh. He's never fucking serious. But I don't watch him. Don't get me wrong. I don't watch him because I can't get past that first ooh shit. But Brenda, yeah, Brenda would go and she would ask serious questions. In fact, she got blocked off Tony's live stream because she was asking a question and Tony wouldn't answer. So she kept asking till Tony recognized her and he fucking made the comment that I sent her. Now, we didn't even know each other back then. But because I had her view and she watched my video, and then she went to Tony's and watched his video or live stream and asked, well, how is this if this? And he got offended and said, well, that's because CS I sent you and blocked her. I didn't even know her at the time. Look, I'm gonna set this shit straight right now. You're asking because they talking about trading them. Tell us to buy and hold, and now they're telling us to short AMC. That's what I asked. Let me tell you something about shorting AMC, people. You want to be in the fucking boat? Do you realize how all these hedge funds have started going towards the long positions, and then all of a sudden you're trying to be convinced to go long, short? That's because they're gonna vanquish your fucking ass if you go short on AMC. I would not do it. That's me. I'm not. Are you crazy? I'm in this for the mo ass, and you want me to short the fucking company? Ain't father been hit in the head too many times. Excuse me. What do I think the bottom's going to be? He can be hilarious sometimes, yeah. Occasionally. I almost got involved in that pedophile bullshit, and I decided that no, I'll leave it alone. I was going to make because Lord Nemesis made a very touching video about cyberbullying and the fact that I forget that motherfucker's name that called ape father a pedophile. Right? That's not cool. I was going to get into that argument, and I'm doing it live, I guess now. but I'm just going to go for the record and say I support Lord Nemesis. The fact that that man called that man a pedophile without any fucking evidence, you down bad, dog. In fact, I'm gonna tell you, I got somebody that I'm very dear with that's in prison right now for being considered a pedophile because the girl fucking lied because she didn't want him around the house anymore. He was dating her mom. And he thought he was gonna be the fucking daddy and start telling these girls what to fucking do. So the girls devised a plan to say he raped us. He's in fucking prison. Just simple as that on an accusation. So yeah, when he accused a father of being a pedophile, I took offense to that. Lord Nemesis made a video about it, cyberbullying, and I agree with Lord Nemesis. Not buying a put. There's two different things going on here. They're trying to tell you to short it too. You can buy a put and all you're going to lose is your premium, just like you would a call. But they're trying to convince people to Commander. Oh, you talking about Commander 35? I like Commander 35. He's a crazy motherfucker. But they're trying to convince people to actually short it too. And, but anyway, that was my view on cyberbullying. I don't believe in cyberbullying. I believe you can block somebody if they're going to be disrespectful. You don't block them because they disagree with you. You don't call people names, just like everybody was talking about lose record. Nobody, well, the person that did the research and pulled it up knew the answer, but they were speculating and calling lose a fraud and lose this and lose that when you didn't have any evidence of that. Now they went and dug up evidence, but if you remember, the evidence showed, the documents showed Lou took the fall for somebody. So all the talk about Lou being this and that, well, I've taken the fall for people before that I didn't do the crime. Yeah, no shit. Hold on, let me pull this one up for y'all. Such is the cast of the AMC characters, the saga continues. It never fucking stops, people. There's always some type of drama. It's like Young and the fucking Restless in this place. Yeah, top ticker trades. I ain't like him anyway. And the reason I didn't get involved in that argument and make a video about it was I would have told him something about him and his sister. I would have made an accusation about him and his sister. Then he's gonna have to go on the defense of that. See, so you don't make accusations you can't prove. Everybody wants to be tough on the internet. We called that bar fighting in prison, leave no weight behind. You bar fighting, bitch. Just shut the fuck up when they open the gates, then we can talk. But until then, have y'all seen the fucking video on YouTube or on Facebook about the two dogs? They're on opposite sides of the fence, and then the gate starts opening, and then they both shut the fuck up. I mean, y'all wanting to kill each other a few minutes ago, put you in front of each other in Vegas or New Orleans, and y'all gonna want to hug each other. Kringle? What is Kringle? Have I ever had Kringle? Very popular in this part of Wisconsin. I'm gonna be on for another couple minutes, and then we'll call it a day and go stress over the line for the rest of the day. I'm this close. God, I almost had that fucking pattern figured out. And Brenda was messaging me. I told her, I said, look, I've almost got this fucking thing figured out. Stretched out for a month. And she's like, I forget who she said. They've already got it. So won't you just go, because this is how I pass my time. I look for this fucking pattern. Now, this person may have already found it, but I'm looking for it. It's how I pass my time. Headstock Harlem. CSI is referring to. I figured he was. I didn't watch any of the Commander 35 videos at that time frame with the pedophile shit because I'm not sure what his view, or I'm pretty sure what his view was. And I like Commander 35. He's a cool little kid. That motherfucker comes up with some shit too. I try to come up with funny shit, but he's got a bitch screaming in the background. "Ah," and he's like, "Shut up, bitch!" Like he got her tied up and chained up in the other room. Which, looking at that crazy motherfucker, he could have. Oh, a pastry. Okay. I don't know about Kringle. We have field donuts, strawberry, lemon, raspberry, and Bavarian. Oh no, what? What up? What? Oh no, Ape. What happened? I'm trying to back up and see what upset. He does. And he's made the statement too that he said that he believes in him and he will do whatever he says. And that's his viewpoint and that's his opinion. And as an American, he has that fucking right. So I'm not gonna say, well, he's stupid for listening. That's your opinion. That's who you relate to. If that's the YouTuber you relate to, then wonderful. Just realize why you relate to him. I like Lou too, but Lou's telling motherfuckers right now, yeah, oh, it's okay to go ahead and sell. It's okay. Nobody's gonna fault you. Motherfuckers, that wasn't the original theses. You gotta understand that. And you know what? I noticed I was making a list of things I wanted to say. I noticed that a lot of people, I was talking to another investor who's $50,000 invested in this shit. That's a lot of money. And she started off with her stimulus check and it's just worked its way out of control. Gamification. And I started thinking how many different types of people, investors there are in this play. A lot of people invested their stimulus money. Okay. Money that, if you want to really get down to it, could have been made in two income tax returns. $1,000. I get $1,200 back practically almost every year, 12 to 1,500. So that was like a extra. Uh, boom is having a nightmare. Boom, boom, boom. Wake up, man. You having a bad dream? You okay? Daddy loves you. I'm gonna come sit in the recliner. I'm gonna fix to have to go sit in the recliner with him. He was having a real bad dream. That cat was kicking his ass, I guess. I'm just gonna nod my head. There's been a comment that was made. I don't have to look it up. I know what a narcissistic abuser is. I studied psychology. Now I don't want to make no negative videos about anybody. Poor man. He was dreaming about that cat. They got a black and white cat lives on the trailer. He hears that bitch moving around. It drives him crazy. But most people that's in this play invested their stimulus check, and they're still fucking crying. When they gonna bring them away? Won't replace that stimulus check with a job. In fact, I used to make the statement. It was funny at the time. Here's your stimulus check. That means you're coming back next week. What is GFAI? Guard Force? Guard Force would be good. Wait, I don't know anything about guard force, but I'm looking at the chart. It looks like something happened a few days back, and it had a major crash from, well, major crash, $1.66 to $1.09, and it looks like it's rebounded. It's already back up to $1.50. So, is it a buy? I wouldn't call it a buy. $1.96 is its high. That's what I'm looking for the daily. Well, fuck, it ain't been on the market very long. So what happened? It come on the fucking market, they started fucking shorting it. The second it come on the market and it went down to 30 cents, it looked like. Oh my God. You got in at 30 cents on the bottom, it's been in an uptrend ever since. Let me share my screen. It's only been here for a month. It started off at 7. All right, that's probably the initial public offering. Then when it went public, 386. It got as high as 431. Went into a downtrend, which we can see. Trend line. It was in this downward channel, then it consolidated, and now it's in an upward. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about the stock, so I just don't jump into a fucking stock. Apes. Leaving the weight behind says, what kind of world do we live in today when the poor and less fortunate is trapped poor and less fortunate? We live in the same world we live in 50 years ago when the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, people. And they play us and keep us down. There's always peasants. And as soon as everybody learns that y'all are the fucking peasants, we are the fucking peasants, the better it is. Life's a whole lot easier, less stressful knowing I'm a peasant. IPOs, they're dangerous. That's right. Some IPOs, I mean, IPOs is a different fucking monster. You have to know what you're doing when you purchase IPOs. A lot of IPOs, the best thing about IPOs is if it's a company, like say, for example, Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's say they weren't on the market right now, but the IPO was there. And you shop, you take your tip money and you go shop at Bed Bath & Beyond and you get your little powder that you put on you before you go to work every day. And they're going public. And you would like to own some of that because you shop there regularly. Okay. You plan on holding it for a long time. But as an investment, you better be careful. You think they don't have sharks over there too? We become a problem. Yes. When they gave out all that fucking stimulus money and it got everybody started in the market, and then people started adding more and more and more money, yes, we become a problem to them. Ewok was a beast when it went public. Yes, because why? The hype. I'm rich without big bucks, but big. You know what my daddy used to say? My daddy says, money can't make you happy, but it'll put a hell of a smile on your face. All right, Thrill, it's been a pleasure. We fixing to all get out of here. We've been at it for 2 hours. It's 5:16 in the morning. Oh yeah, when you're not in the club, it shows. Apparently, CSI's not in their club. They want me to come to their yard and play ball, but they won't come to my yard and play ball. But I don't give a fuck. I've always been a loner. Get the fuck out of here. We're gonna end on this one. This is pretty funny. Nah, I close it on Mondays. Close on Monday. Business too slow. Close on Mondays. Do a pre-market show. That's why I'm here. Walmart calls its employees peasants in the life insurance documents. Really? Slap you in the face. Bitch, know your place. It makes no difference. 1796. 1796 Patriot says when to get in, when to get out, in early, out early. That's the rules of the stock market, people. You get in early, you buy the rumor, you sell the news. Everybody's buying the news. You're going to be buying my shares that I bought the rumor on. Time to eat the donuts. I'll be better off if I do an evening show this evening. I'll be a little bit more on ball. I'm out of Sundial, so I'll be going to see my Sundial store, and I'll be in a better frame of mind for later on, and we'll have more fun. Time to make the money, yeah. I gotta go heat up my apple fritter. I like apple fritters too. I gotta go check on my man. He's sleeping real hard. And he's whining. Y'all, if y'all have a dog, you know a dog when they have nightmares. Maybe I'm just a pussy owner, but when he cries in his sleep, it upsets me, and I gotta go comfort him. Yeah, I gotta go get some gas. And then I'll be back later on with your what's going on with this fucking line movement videos, or what we like to call price action videos. 10 minutes, where we at? We ain't moved 1790. People say, wow, when's this? It could go any second, people. At any second. Morning, Froggy. I've been on for 2 hours. I'm fixing to call it quits because I got to go to the bathroom and ain't nobody here to take my place for a few minutes. So that's cool. Brenda will be back on probably either tonight when she gets the internet shit fixed or tomorrow. But for now, been 2 hours. I got to use the bathroom. I got to heat up my apple fritter. I don't drink Milwaukee's best. Somebody better update Brad on my choice of beer. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And have an enjoyable day. When you watch the line, realize that's algorithmic trading. That is not you buying. That is not people selling. Just relax. Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to y'all later. I got a couple of videos I'm working on now. One is for margin calls. If you don't mind, please run over there real quick and hit the like button for this video. I got on today's price action and more bullshit. That was a good video. That's a good live stream for everybody that made it. Love y'all. Be blessed. My fucking pants. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Yeah.